I'm looking at a recent article that is actually entitled, and it's funny, folks. I mean, it's really funny. It says, Iranian president says nuclear deal possible if sanctions are lifted. Okay, let's get this right. You think you're going to enter into the JCPOA and everything is going to be fine, even though the JCPOA is as worthless as the toilet paper that some of you used this morning. Really? It doesn't make a lot of sense, and Iran has completely lost their mind. Let me read a part of this report. It says, Tehran, Iran, Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi said Tuesday that an agreement with the United States over its nuclear deal with world powers is possible if what? If sanctions on Iran are lifted. Oh my goodness. It is interesting because Iran's foreign minister, which probably at the request of Raisi, his name is Hossein Amir Abdullahian, he basically said that they might be willing to engage in some kind of an opportunity, a satisfactory agreement if the sanctions might actually be lifted. And these are the exact words of Raisi, the president. He says, if the parties are ready to lift the oppressive sanctions, it's quite possible any agreement can be reached, which, by the way, I think that is a crack up, him calling them oppressive sanctions, when in reality, he is probably one of the most oppressive men alive in the Middle East right now. They call this guy a butcher. The guy is absolutely crazy. As a matter of fact, I think they call him the butcher of Tehran. I'm not kidding you. And it's so funny to me because I think the United States is actually going to take this guy seriously. I think they're going to look at him and they're going to consider the possibility of lifting sanctions. And you know what lifting sanctions means? Listen, already they have all the money that they need to be able to buy whatever it is that they need to buy to finish their plan to be able to destroy Israel. This is what they want to do. The bigger issue here, the one that's even more interesting to me, is why are they asking for the sanctions to be lifted right now? I'd be willing to bet you that part of the sanctions involve their ability to be able to do business with somebody that they need to do business with in order to accomplish their nefarious purposes. Listen, I've got a recommendation for the president. Maybe instead of lifting these oppressive sanctions, maybe you ought to declare the Houthis a terrorist organization. Maybe you ought to start getting behind Israel and considering what their needs are, and maybe even considering what's better for them, because what's better for them is always going to be better for us. Don't pay attention to this stuff, folks. I can tell you this right now. These people are evil. The Bible makes it very, very clear that we are going to see things like this in the last days, and Iran will be joining Russia in attacking Israel in the last days. That's about to happen. It's happening sooner than you think. Guess what? Jesus is coming sooner than you think. So interesting stuff. I thought you guys might be interested in that article. God bless you guys. Keep your eyes on him. The Lord's coming soon.